Okay, hello, listeners. This is Choosing the Villain After Having Your Heart Broken Part 3, with a special direction from the director Bluechan here.
Yes, I get to nitpick every little line. We're gonna stop after every single line until you do what you're doing wrong.
So let me see if I can also share this little screen here, so that way everyone at home can see exactly what's going on.
I'm probably gonna
And you
have to
may
look at the script.
Yes, all right. Now let me make sure that I have the recording capabilities enabled. Oh. There we are. There we are. I need to turn on the remote control. Now, I do remember that at one part I become a little bit more reserved, and I can't quite remember how I did that. So we'll find out, I suppose.
I kind of went a little bit quiet, but that was one thing that I mentioned to you way back,
Hmm.
that the embarrassed parts ended up sounding a little quiet to me. So maybe we'll try to figure that
Ah.
out this
Okay,
time.
that. Now, we also have better equipment since then. If you take a look, that was 10 whole months ago that we did that. So I think let's see if this comes through. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Look at those audio peaks.
Also, it's just recording you, right? Not me. Hopefully.
Oh, yes. Well, actually, let's give this a test, shall we? So there's me, and
There's me. Hello.
I think you're good.
Okay, awesome.
All right. Now, let's reset the recording. And I am going to shift my recording booth, so I won't be able to see this screen. So you guys, please, since you won't show up on the recording itself, if you see something going horribly wrong on my screen, just give a yell, will you?
I'll try to let you know, but again, I'm going to be looking at the script as well.
And that's where the audience comes into play. But I will rotate the screen so I can see you just a little better. And we are going to switch microphones. So if you think I sound a little bit different here in a minute, that's why. Okay. Go. One of these, one of those. Oh, you know what would be smart? I can move you to the screen. There we go. Okay.
Also, do we want kind of a story summary for those who aren't familiar with the script?
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
please. I've got to turn on some lighting, so take it away.
Okay, awesome. So basically, we have a story. I guess I'll start with part one. Our listener is part of a hero group, and they have basically this crush on one of the members of the group. And what happens is that that person ends up in a relationship with another person in their group, so listeners kind of not feeling too good about it. But they also kind of have a thing for one of their enemies too. And while they're in the middle of a fight at one point, listeners just kind of in a really bad mood gets into a fight with their rival enemy. And then hijinks happens. They end up in a relationship that's secret to both sides. Part two is basically kind of just the same thing, where they're just kind of meeting up with their secret relationship. And part three is going to be a little bit interesting because we introduce another person into this love dodecahedron, whatever you want to call it.
An important question as the BA here.
Yes.
Am I going to be using multiple voices, or will it just be this one?
What do you mean?
Do I have to do other characters?
No, just one.
Okay, just making sure here.
Yeah.
And I'm going to move this into a weird position, so don't mind the additional sounds. Yes, that's just my phone scrolling, don't mind that. But for those of you at home, let's see. You can see my stream, I believe, of this recording software. So, When you see this rolling, that means I am live. And when you see this pause, that means I am stopped. And if nothing's happening, then please yell. All right. Here we are. And one of those. Of these. I probably won't see much of anything you type at me, so just be aware. Okay.
Also,
back
yeah.
in the recording booth.
Let me send the link again to everybody if they want to follow along.
Excellent. That sounds good idea. Oh, let's see. If we go for volume, then that means I should bring this down just a tad. And let's secure this here. We'll secure that there, and make sure that I can lean directly into the microphone when I need to talk. All right, let's see. And there we go. There's the recording. It's going. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, how long is this going to take? There we go. That looks decent. Oh, but maybe you should have gotten the sheets organized before we got here instead of having your head up your ass during breakfast this morning. Okay. Looks a good volume level. I don't
Interesting British accent. Sudden British accent.
Oh, sorry. I can try to dial that back. Maybe you should have gotten the sheets organized before we got here instead of having your head up your ass during breakfast this morning. How about that? Is that less...
Yeah, that's better. That sounds a little bit closer, I think.
All right, American accent.
I'm pretty sure that's what you used with the other two videos.
I don't remember.
Yeah, it was very American accent.
Okay. All right, and for those of you who remember earlier today, you'll notice there's a couple of things happening on the screen. The first is when I push one button, I am recording. When I push it again, I'm stopped on recording, but still scrolling. And I can drop these little markers when I need to remember that we did something. I also, unfortunately, because of the way this works, I cannot do my usual snap, snap, snap sort of trick. So, it'll be a little bit trickier. This is sort of why I don't often use this recording setup for everything, and why it takes me so long to do some of these. But the benefits in sound are worth it, I believe. Of course, you can always tell me otherwise.
Sounds good to me.
At least I actually know who I wrote down for who I wanted to fight. It's your own fault if you forgot. Well, you know who to blame for setting up the sign-up sheets in the first place. Though maybe if some people didn't make their decisions. Hey, back off there, kiddo. Don't go around messing with our plans.
Well, what happened
These are
there?
all random lines from the script, and we'll see.
Okay.
I'm probably going to have my accent slide around a little bit, so you'll have to bring me back on cue.
Yeah. Let me see.
Yeah.
I want to see if you can try to play up the annoyed a little bit more.
Oh, play up the annoyed.
Yeah.
Let's see. What's a good line? Hey, back off there, kiddo. Don't go around messing up our plans. You can fight whoever picks you.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. Always a note for the Bluechan scripts. Maximum annoyance.
My very extremely what's a good word for this? Very emotional characters.
That they are. Okay. Any initial direction you would like to provide about the character?
Okay, so I think, yeah, it's mostly annoyed at the beginning. Kind of have like I think there was like a couple lines. Actually, well, maybe I should just give you better context. going into that. So remember from the part 2, they did mention that like it was a joke that they were gonna create sign-up sheets so that each of the villains could choose, you know, like who they're gonna fight next or whatever. And so because the speaker here kind of has like a very particular person in mind, they're really annoyed that this other person in their group messed it up.
Oh, okay. They are ruining my plans.
Pretty much.
And, let me see. I'm supposed to be maximum emotion and maximum annoyed, and I can't believe it. All right. Anything else I should be aware of about the speaker's personality?
Okay, so going in after this, let's see, so a lot of annoyed sounds. We do shift over to amused a little bit later because basically,
What?
like, this kiddo who's attacking him, pretty much, like, he was just kind of like, yeah.
One, with how brazen you are about attacking me like that.
Yes.
You think I didn't see you coming at me a mile away, did you?
Yeah, that's good. I like that. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so it's a lot of the same there. Let's move on to the next section here.
Sarcastic.
Yeah, it's very sarcastic.
Right section here. Nope, not you. You're coming with me. How villainous should I sound, or should I drop the act?
Drop the act, basically, here, because he's talking to a listener.
Nope, not you. You're coming with me. That, or...
Let me see. Where is that line? Okay. More like kind of urgent, I would say. Because everyone else is kind of like...
You're coming with me.
Wait, do that again?
Nope, not you. You're coming with me.
Yeah, that's good, I think. Yeah.
Conspiratorial?
Yeah, kind of conspiratorial. In a way.
Yeah, let's use this opportunity to get out of here while everyone else is distracted. Just a little...
That might be a little bit too much, like... More imagine, like, hey, you know, like let's get out of here kind of thing, you know?
Yeah, let's use this opportunity to get out of here while everyone else is distracted.
Yeah, but kind of urgent in a way. Like,
yeah, let's use this opportunity to get out of here while everyone else is distracted.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. So, slight villain voice, but not as dripping with sarcasm as he might be when he's on the battlefield and telling everyone why they are messing all of this up.
Yes, very good. There's actually another part later. You can do the more casual voice going into the section where they start talking about, I guess, well, they're just talking regularly. There's a point, there's a point where, like, basically the villain is like, oh, like, do you want me to pull off the villain or the bad guy voice? And so he goes super exaggerated at one point.
Exaggerated. Let's see.
Yeah, go to...
Oh, but I bet... Oh, I see.
Yeah, exaggeratedly, yeah.
Oh, but I bet neither of them can pull off your favorite bad guy voice as well as I can. It makes you shiver, doesn't it?
Well, that sounds good. But then there's kind of this part afterwards where you have to do kind of a sultry. Sort of. It's like a very,
Look at you, my cute little hero. Don't you seem especially vulnerable today? Your wrists are so soft and delicate. It makes it so hard to ever let you go.
Yeah, I like that. That's good. Keep that.
Okay.
And then, let's see, kind of keeps it going until after the little kiss scene, and then he just drops it afterwards.
Really, the hardest part is going to be the parts where he's not going full villain.
Just very casual.
Just very casual and...
And then these next parts are going to be, I think, the trickiest because it's the embarrassed section.
No, what? Wait, hold on 1 second. Where are we?
It's annoyed, embarrassed. Hey, I did this for you, okay?
Hey, I did this for you, okay? I'm just proving how much I know you about the stuff you like. Well, I
So,
should be a little bit
yeah.
louder,
Yeah,
a
a
little
little
bit
bit
more
louder there.
voluminous.
Also, if you can try to pull off, like, tsundere, maybe.
Oh, hold on. Go on. One more time. What was it that you wanted?
Kind of go like tsundere for these lines.
Tsundere. Hey, I did this for you, okay? I'm just proving how much I know about the stuff you like.
Yeah, that's better, I think. Yeah.
Yes, it'll probably take a couple of takes to
Kind
get
of,
that one
yeah.
just
Kind
right.
of sound like annoyed too. Like annoyed tsundere. It's not like I
Hey.
like you.
Hey, I did this for you, okay? I'm just proving how much I know the stuff you like.
Yeah, I think that's good.
You have proven nothing about me or my tastes. I am simply a good boyfriend who goes out of his way to make you happy. Every once in a while.
Maybe a little bit, like, not rougher, but it's like the, hey, I did this for you, okay? You know?
Hey, I did this for you, okay? And I'm just proving how much I know about the stuff you like.
Yeah, like that. That's good.
Okay, you'll have to remind me. I am sure I'm going to forget.
We'll get here when we get here.
All right.
But yeah, I think for the rest of it, it's just kind of the same. Those are the major emotional points, I think. But I think otherwise we're good.
Okay, so the strategy here is that I'm going to try to record these block by block, and let's see. I think effectively we'll break at about the points where there are sound effects.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, let's see. We are on an outdoor battlefield, so I'm trying to make myself heard. And let's. Hold on. Let me actually move my indicator light so I can see when I'm going over the top. All right. Ready? And. How long is this going to take? You know, maybe you should have gotten the sheets organized before we got here instead of having your head up your ass during break. Oh, hold on, I
Yeah,
just
you
went
went
British
British
again.
there.
Let's try it. How long is this going to take? You know, maybe you should have gotten the sheets. Oh, no, there's a pause. After a good start
Yeah,
on
there's
this.
paused.
All right, let's drop a little mark here, and there we are. How long is this going to take? You know, maybe you should have gotten the sheets organized before we got here instead of your head up your ass during breakfast this morning. At least I actually know who I wrote down for who I wanted to fight. It's your own fault you forgot. Well, you know who to blame for setting up the sheets in the first place. Then maybe if some people didn't make their decisions based around a roulette wheel in their head, then this wouldn't have been a problem. And how about this? Let those of us who can actually remember go first, and then the rest of you can fight over who gets in line after us. Just make sure not to beat each other up before our little friends can. Are we good then? If so, let's get this started. Okay, let's see. How's that for take one? I slid a little on a couple of
I
lines there.
think there was a point, especially at the second line, I barely heard you say having. Like it, yeah,
Having. Okay.
it kind of cut off or something.
Okay, here we go. Part of the difficulty for those of you playing along at home is that, see, when I am yelling, I have to be able to read the script and pay attention and also look at the little light and not, overload the microphone. So this can be occasionally a little challenging. For those of you who are VAs, remember to stand off access to your mic and not look directly at the thing and talk into it, because that causes all sorts of problems. So, here we go. Let's see if we can do this with a little bit of flair. Ahem. How long is this going to take? You know, maybe you should have gotten the sheets organized before we got here, instead of having your head up your ass during breakfast this morning. At least I actually know who I wrote down for who I wanted to fight. It's your own fault you forgot. Well, you know who to blame for setting up the sign-up sheets in the first place. Though maybe if some people didn't make their decisions based on a roulette wheel in their head, then this wouldn't have been a problem. And how about this? Let those of us who actually remember go first. Then the rest of you can fight over who gets in line after us. Just make sure not to beat each other up before our little friends can. Are we good then? If so, let's get this stuff. Okay, how are we doing there?
Yeah, that's good. I like that.
Excellent. Okay, now I'm annoyed because one of the heroes apparently just zapped me with whatever their magic weapons are, and all right.
I think imagine here, like, you blocked the attack.
Hey, back off there, kiddo. Don't go messing around with our plans. You can fight whoever picks you. What? You might as well be one with how brazen you are. You are. No, hold on. That's a bad line.
Also, I think, especially going into this one, like, the amused kind of don't sound as annoyed. More like, haha, look at this kid trying to attack me, you know?
All right. So, annoyed into. You think that would hurt?
Yeah.
Okay, you got it. Here we go. Hey, back off there, kiddo. Don't go around messing up our plans. You can fight whoever picks you. What? You might as well be one with how brazen you are about attacking me like that. You think I didn't see you coming at me a mile away, did you? How about you sit back and wait your turn like a good little girl? And then maybe...
Wait, no, it should be boy in your case.
Okay, boy, right.
Yeah.
Now, see, friends, this is why it's important to always remember which pronouns you're using, or sometimes why I try to avoid using them at all.
Yes. Also remember for my scripts, male first, female second. Every
Male
time.
first, female second, every single time. All right.
Yes.
Hey, back off there, kiddo. Don't go around messing up our plans. You can fight whoever picks you. What? You might as well be one with how brazen you are about attacking me like that. You think I didn't see you coming at me a mile away, did you? How about you sit back and wait your turn like a good little boy, and then maybe you'll get to fight someone a bit more in your league. How about the idiot who can't find a single sheet of paper in his bag? Oh, is that so? Oh, it takes a lot more than a few fighting words to take me on. So how about I put you in your place? And apparently I get zapped, or maybe I'm doing zapping, I can't quite tell.
It's just fighting noises. They're all attacking each other.
Oh, fighting noises! Alright. But how is that set of lines?
What do you mean? Oh, yeah, the first one? Yeah, that's good.
Okay, we're happy with that.
Yes,
Good!
we're
Good. Alright, this is cute and all, right? So that's I'm exasperated a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, this is cute and all, but you're really wasting my time now. So how about we end this quickly for you so you don't get any more bruises than you need to? Hate to break it to you, but you've already lost this round. But I'll be nice and give you a choice over which of your friends you'd prefer to have as a nice cushion. Oh, but maybe there aren't a lot of good options, huh? Too many thick-headed morons in your group that might do more damage to you than it would throwing you into a wall. You've got 3 seconds to decide, or I'll do it for you. 3, 2, 1. Sorry, time's up. Better hope your leader doesn't have too thick of a skull. Ha! Okay, now the important question is, did that overload the microphone?
It sounded like it might have.
Yes, let's just retake that last part. Sorry, time's up. Better hope your leader doesn't have too thick of a skull. Huh. Okay, that might be a little better, or at the very least I can splice those 2 lines. Crashing sound. Okay. Snickering, amused. Victorious. Okay. So I'm assuming I should sound like I'm quite pleased with myself.
Yes, you are very pleased with yourself for quote unquote winning.
What? I just got everyone all warmed up. I don't see the problem here. Well, it just seemed like there were a lot of unnecessary missteps today that I decided to take things into my own hands. Then just think of it as me making things easier for you. It'll be easier to deal with the leader now. If you want to go and give him a kiss on all those bruises and say you want to wait to fight honorably another day, and be my guest. Whatever. Just go have your fun and be done with it. Okay, what do we think there?
So, okay, maybe I should have given a little bit more context for this scene. So, remember that one character? I don't know if you remember, actually. There's one of the allies of the villains who basically keeps wanting to fight the leader. Like, we're
Right.
talking to that character right now.
Oh, do I know this? Am I teasing them? And
Basically, yeah, like you're kind of teasing.
Very good. All right, let's try going for something a little more dramatic in the snick. We're gonna have to do that again. I can hear myself speaking. What? I just got everyone all warmed up. I don't see a problem here. Well, it just seemed like there were a lot of unnecessary missteps today that I decided to take a few things into my own hands. Then just think of it as me making things easier for you. It'll be a lot easier to deal with the leader now. Oh, if you want to go and give him a kiss on all those bruises and say you'll wait to fight honorably another day, and be my guest. Whatever. Just go have your fun and be done with it. How is that?
Yeah, that's a lot better.
Okay. See, this is why it's always beneficial to have more direction instead of less. fun note for all you writers out there.
It's a little hard sometimes. I mean, when I don't put tone indicators, it's usually more just for, I guess, VA preference, what you want to do. But, I mean, since I'm here, might as well.
Oh, a lot of VAs don't mind recording things with their own tone of voice, but the problem you see is that sometimes little nuances get lost. And if there's a particular way we should be sounding, there's lines, you see. There was one line this one time where, oh, it was supposed to be a sweet romance comfort, and I made it sound like a horror movie.
Oh my
Because you know, a lot of those lines can be read either way.
Yeah, usually the ones that I think that are a little bit kind of, I guess, where I specifically want a tone to be there, I'll put it there, but otherwise, either just kind of assume like we're kind of sticking to that tone, or we're just doing whatever you want to do, or however you feel is best.
Okay, now we are coming up on the second section where I have to tone it down a little bit. I'm trying to use my civilian voice.
Yeah, just remember for this part, speakers kind of sing like, "Hey, like, let's get out of here."
Hey, let's get out of here. Okay. Nope, not you. You're coming with me. Let's use this opportunity to get out of here while everyone else is distracted. This way. Okay, that's a little short segment. Now, I am coming in soft, so I might have to get right up close and tell people exactly what they're hearing.
I can still hear it, though. I think it's fine on my end. I don't know about anyone else.
Oh, what's... Okay, let's see. Let's try that one more time.
Yeah, if you want to do it closer, that's fine.
Nope, not you. You're coming with me. Yeah, let's use this opportunity to get out of here while everyone else is distracted. This way.
I feel like it's not quite enough. Like, it sounds like the other characters would hear this.
Oh, okay, so I want to be a little bit more.
Yeah, like whispery.
Okay. Shh, secrets, guys, secrets. Nope, not you. You're coming with me. Yeah, let's use this opportunity to get out of here while everyone else is distracted. This way. Something like that.
Yeah, that's better.
Okay, it is soft. Oh, scene change. Further away. Okay. I'm back to being at a reasonable volume, but I'm still using my civilian voice. I don't think I'm
Yeah.
supposed to be over the top. Okay. Oh, let's see. Hold on a second. Fun little VA tricks. Did you know that you can adjust your gain scene by scene? Turning that little dial even though about 10 degrees makes all the difference in the world. Oh, now that we're in a softer section where I don't have to yell, we should be a little bit better about that. Okay, ready? All right, looks like we're good for now. Knocking your leader out with that other guy probably threw everyone into a bit of chaos. It should buy us a little time. Hmm? Hey, what's up? Are you out of it again? Yeah, you look like a lost puppy like that last time. What's going on? Oh, sorry about roughing him up so much. Normally, I wouldn't have gone for one of the newbies, but it's kinda hard when you're being targeted like that. Maybe if that dumb old crush of yours did it instead, that'd be a different story. I wouldn't mind giving another beating in the name of love.
So, that line sounds a little bit too condescending, I feel.
Oh, okay.
At the
Back
beginning.
it off. More earnest.
Yeah, a little bit more earnest.
Okay. All right. Looks like we're good for now. Knocking your leader out with that other guy probably threw everyone into a bit of chaos. Should buy us a little time. Hmm. Hey, what's up? Are you out of it again? Yeah, you look like a lost puppy, like that last time. What's going on? Oh, sorry about roughing him up so much. Normally I wouldn't have gone for one of the newbies, but it's kinda hard when you're being targeted like that. Maybe if that dumb old crush of yours did it instead, that'd be a different story. I wouldn't mind giving another beating in the name of love. Oh, then what's the problem? Wait, what? Well, I guess that explains that. It did seem kinda weird that he decided to come at me like that out of nowhere. Oh, did he figure out we were together or something? Because that's a problem. Mm. Okay, then. I guess that's one way to show off to your crush. He might actually want to, oh, be strong enough to take me on first. But if someone tried fighting my rival for me and lost that badly, I'd be laughing my ass off instead of being impressed. It's fine. I held back so he wouldn't get hurt much. And as certain someone would have killed me if I had alone done too much damage to your leader. So I wouldn't worry too much about injuries. Your friends are probably taking care of it anyway right now. So you can sit back and chill with me here until it's time to go back. Hmm? Nah, I wouldn't be jealous of him. It's normal to be worried if your friend gets hurt. Well, at least for you. I'd probably make fun of mine. No, not gonna fall for that like last time. Unless you're admitting to having a thing for incompetent guys. Hey, I don't count. We still keep up with each other in battle. Whenever we do actually fight, at least. But I'm doing great against other groups. Come on. I've gotten better with the whole romance thing. I'm not completely hopeless. Yeah, I've picked up on the things you're into for one. Not exactly the best at hiding it. Well, how about we test that? Hmm? Okay, and there we fall on the ground. That was a long section,
It
so
was.
if we have to retake things, which I think we are about to, aren't we?
No, I actually really liked it.
Oh,
Also,
okay,
that
excellent.
that section, the uncontrollable laughter, was great. I love that.
Okay, here we go. Um, at neither of the Sultry, sultry, right?
Yeah, very
Oh,
sultry.
and am I up close? Am I
I mean, you can do whatever you want.
okay? Also, what is with the folks joining and dropping? I
I
can't
don't know.
see, so I
They
don't know what's
see
happening.
they see the script and they're like, oh no,
Like, oh no, no,
it's this one.
no, we're not having this. We're staying away. Oh goodness. Okay, let me get back in the sultry spirit. Hmm. Yeah, sultry. that neither of those boys would have done this kind of thing to you? Well, the first idiot had bad taste for one, and the second wouldn't be able to hold you down even if he tried. Oh, but that's what makes me a lot better than both of them. Oh, but I bet neither of them can pull off your favorite bad guy voice as well as I can. It makes you shiver, doesn't it? Hey, I'm just trying to prove a point here. I probably know what you're into better than either of them. I'm not doing that again, all right? I was just humoring you for a bit. I told you I'm not falling for your tricks again. I don't need to prove anything to you. Fine, then. You asked for it. Look at you, my cute little hero. Don't you seem especially vulnerable today? Your wrists are so soft and delicate. It makes it so hard to ever let you go.
I think we want to redo that. I feel like it sounds a little too sinister and not enough sultry.
Okay.
Like it has to sound like evil, but spicy.
Am I being more serious sinister, or am I being more, playful types of sinister?
More like, I don't want to call it like the exaggerated evil, but more, like kind of low tone.
Teasing?
Yeah,
Something
low tone
there.
teasing kind of.
Low tone teasing for my little hero?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, here we go. Free show for everyone. Look at you, my cute little hero. Don't you seem especially vulnerable today? Your wrists are so soft and delicate. It makes it so hard to ever let you go. You know, your lips look as nice and delectable. Ooh, would be such a waste for me not to have a taste of them. What do you say, little hero? Should I have my way with you? Oh, what was that now? Maybe you should say it a little louder. Maybe if you beg, I'll do it. Now, who am I to not comply with such a nice request?
Okay, before we get to this next part, I feel like that little snicker needs to be quieter.
Quieter,
Yeah.
okay.
Like a little bit, like kind of soft. Nothing too, like not too exaggerated. Yeah, that's good.
Okay. Also, this is why water is important.
What?
This is why water is important.
It is.
Drinking water, ASMR. Very good. Okay, let's make sure that we have the record armed. Excellent. Now, who am I to not comply with such a nice request? Was that good enough? Okay, I'm gonna pause that because the kissing scenes always take a little bit of effort. So,
Yeah, that's fine.
okay, was that good?
Yes, that's good. Also, like, this is kind of a good point to say, like, this is where we shift back to a little bit more casual.
Okay, shifting back to a little more casual.
And then here's the annoyed, embarrassed section that we might have trouble with.
Tsundere.
Very soon.
Tsundere. Ooh. I did this for you, okay? Okay, I think I understand now why he's annoyed. You know, the fact that you're into this makes me question how things were before all of this. Hey, I did this for you, okay? And I'm just proving how much I know about the stuff you like. You have proven nothing about me or my tastes. I am simply a good boyfriend who goes out of his way to make you happy every once in a while. I can't do it all the time. We're kinda still on opposing sides and all. I've got to make your life more difficult. It's in the job description. Normally, I'd be fine with kicking people while they're down, but it's probably best if you got that stuff with your friend all sorted out before we face off again. You'll do him and yourself a favor by getting the rejection over with before things get messy. We're going to pause there. See if we have to retake that.
I'm thinking maybe a little bit more sincere, but kind of almost blunt in a way.
More sincere and blunt. Like I just am stating obvious
Yeah, basically,
facts.
yeah, like this is obvious.
Okay. So we're going to go back to amused. You know, the fact that you're into this makes. Okay. Also, I keep hearing people dropping in and out. You know?
Well, actually, no,
oh,
because
man.
some of it's people dropping in and out, and some of it's just clicking on the stream, I think. Yeah.
You know, the fact that you're into this makes me question how things were before all of this. Hey, I did this for you, okay? Just proving how much I know about the stuff you like. You have proven nothing about me or my tastes. I am simply a good boyfriend who goes out of his way to make you happy every once in a while. Can't do it all the time. You're kinda still on opposing sides and all. Gotta make your life more difficult. Then the job description. Normally, I'd be fine with kicking people while they're down, but it's probably best if you got that stuff with your friends sorted out before we face off again. You'll do him and yourself a favor by getting the rejection over with before things get messy. Okay, we'll break there. Is that about the tone? Or not quite, are we?
I feel like that end part sounded a little condescending.
Okay, less condescending,
Yeah.
last part only. Normally, I'd be fine with kicking people while they're down, but it's probably best. Okay. Normally, I'd be fine with kicking people while they're down. It's probably best if you got that stuff with your friends sorted out before we face off again. You'll do him and yourself a favor by getting this rejection over with before things get messy. Like that?
I'm trying to think if that's a little too quiet or not.
Okay, more volume. But about the same tone?
Yeah.
Okay. Normally, I'd be fine with kicking people while they're down, but it's probably best if you got that stuff with your friend sorted out before we face off again. You'll do him and yourself a favor by getting the rejection over with before things get messy. And survey says.
That's better.
All right. Still serious.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing to feel bad about. We're not obligated to cater to his wants. Honestly, he'd probably do pretty well going through the same thing you did. I mean, hmm, you ended up nabbing somebody cool and good looking. Hey, I said you were pretty good looking out of your group. We're talking about people from mine here. Yeah, he's probably got a good shot at someone on my side. It's not a 0% chance considering how things have gone already. Oh, you'd be surprised. I had the very fortunate opportunity to find out that the two of us aren't the only ones that have been added to that statistic. Yup, got some juicy blackmail on both sides, and a lot fewer night shift watches.
Okay, so for this one, okay, maybe I probably should have done tone indicators for this, but
Oh,
this is
go
almost
ahead.
kind of like conspiratorial, like very gossipy.
Okay,
Like,
where do
haha,
you want
did
me
you know that there's two other people in the group that are in a relationship? And I got all the juicy details on them.
Okay, so I'm going back. Where did I start this? There's nothing to feel bad about. Okay, we get more conspiratorial. I see.
Like, very gossipy.
Gossipy. Okay, little extra tease. A little
Yes, like
extra
a little bit of an
fun.
extra tease.
Okay. There's nothing to feel bad about. You're not obligated to cater to his wants. Honestly, he'd probably do pretty well going through the same thing you did. I mean, you ended up nabbing someone cool and good looking. Hey, I said you were pretty good looking out of your group. We're talking about people from mine here. Yeah, he's probably got a good shot at someone on my side. It's not a 0% chance, considering how things have gone already. Oh, you'd be surprised. I had the very fortunate opportunity to find out that the two of us aren't the only ones that have been added to that statistic. Yep, got some juicy blackmail on both sides, and a lot fewer night watch shifts. Yeah, so there's no point in worrying about him. Plenty of prospects to work with. I wouldn't mind if relationships between our groups became a normal thing. We'd be free to do more stuff together. But at the same time, I like having those extra nights to sleep. Hey, you can't tell me you wouldn't be down for fewer chores. It's super worth it. It doesn't change how we feel about each other. The only difference is how openly we're able to express it. I don't know about you, but I still like the banter we have here. Still, I wouldn't mind going on a proper date with you. Well, what would you prefer? Assuming your friend helps change our group dynamics, you'll definitely get a choice. Yeah. I'll let you have this one. Just once. Okay.
Two
Feedback.
things. Two things.
Two things.
Where are we? The line that says, I wouldn't mind if relationships between our groups became a normal thing. That sounded a little weird how it ended.
Okay.
Like, it kind of went high for some reason at the end.
Oh.
And then, that last little chuckle should be kind of softer, not sinister.
Softer. Okay. Oh, being a villain is so challenging.
I'm sorry that I write difficult characters.
Oh, but they wouldn't be fun if they weren't difficult.
They wouldn't be fun.
I wouldn't mind if relationships between our groups became a normal thing. We'd be free to do more stuff together. But at the same time, I like having those extra nights to sleep. So I'm going to stop there. Is sleep the word I'm accenting too much?
No, it was the first line before the normal thing.
Okay.
So that sounds better this time.
Hey, you can't tell me you wouldn't be down for fewer chores. It's super worth it. It doesn't change how we feel about each other. The only difference is how openly we're able to express it. Well, I don't know about you, but I like the banter we have here. Still, I wouldn't mind going on a proper date with you. Well, what would you prefer? Assuming your friend helps change our group dynamics, you'll definitely get a chance.
Nope.
I messed that line up. Nope. Let's roll back a little bit.
Roll back.
I wouldn't mind if relationships between our groups became a normal thing. We'd be free to do more stuff together. But at the same time, I like having those extra nights to sleep. Hey, you can't tell me you wouldn't be down for fewer chores. It's super worth it. It doesn't change how we feel about each other. The only difference is how openly we're able to express it. I don't know about you, but I like the banter we have here. Still, I wouldn't mind going on a proper date with you. Well, what would you prefer? Assuming your friend helps change our group dynamics, you'll definitely get a choice. Yeah, I'll let you have this one. Just once. How are we with that?
That's good. I think we're good.
That is the end of the script.
It is.
I'm going to get out of here before I boil to death in this. And we'll go back to the editing board.
Ooh, do we actually want to show? Well, I mean, it's mostly just us talking with what I'm recording. So I don't know if we want to stop here.
With yes, that. I don't think the listeners don't benefit from staring at the black screen here.
Yeah,
say,
I don't think
wow,
so.
Wow, look at that. Oops.
Wow, look at that stuff that's not actually happening on the screen.
Yes.
But yes, I think this was very productive.
I think it was as well. Also, let me make sure I'm back on the other microphone now, and I want to ensure that you can all hear me.
We can. So I want to say like a little goodbye to our listeners, not.
Oh, right. Well, thank you all for having tuned in to today's video. This little special performance with a behind-the-scenes look at what goes into making a supervillain come to life.
Yes, with the help of the actual scriptwriter. Which isn't something I think a lot of VAs can say that they have the pleasure of having.
Oh, yes, indeed. You know, I think the best work comes from when a VA and scriptwriter work, hand in hand. It's like a hero and a villain coming together.
Who's who is the question.
Ooh, that is a question for another time.